embodies the spirit of the holidays. Right after Labor Day in the historic town of Sandown, New Hampshire, James Price and his mother Elizabeth start pumping out hundreds of thousands of St. Julian macaroons.
It was obvious that the Lord had given us this business at a time when we really needed it, and we named it. The name St. Julian macaroons came from Julian of Norwich, who wrote a book called Revelations of Divine Love, which is what the macaroon business was for our family.
The story begins in the early 1970s when they were living in a big farmhouse in Sherborne, Massachusetts. Elizabeth's husband, Bill, was a stockbroker. Selling cookies was the farthest thing from their minds. Then, in 1974, life changed.
The bottom fell out of the investment business, and they changed all the commission schedules, and my husband's salary was cut by 2/3.
And so Mom was going to have to go to work in order to put my older brother and sister through college.
So I started to pray, and I said, Lord, I need a job.
A couple of weeks later, Elizabeth found herself in church, sitting next to a young man who had been given an extraordinary recipe for macaroons.
He was looking for somebody to help him with his cookies at the Christmas season.
They pitched in, and over a short period of time, were able to acquire the business and start a new life. Their big white house became known as White Oaks Farm.
All the way up until 1993, we operated out of the house. We used to call it the Macaroon Factory.
In 1993, Bill and Elizabeth retired from the cookie business, and James took over.
When Bill passed away in '96, James moved the bakery and his mom to the small town of Sandown, New Hampshire.
Oh, hi, Mrs. Flossie. How are you?
The cookies are now on the World Wide Web and thriving.
These are the best, world-famous macaroon cookie that you can buy. It's the finest ingredients available today. It's crushed almonds, apricot kernel, egg white, a little bit of vanilla, and sugar. They're just, crunchy on the outside and chewy on the inside.
These macaroons come in 2 flavors, almond and chocolate almond, and don't contain a bit of flour.
As soon as they're baked and cooled, they're packed into the tub, and then the tub goes right into the freezer, and that locks in their freshness. We ship them out, try to get them, 2 or 3 days in transit, and they can go right into your freezer. And you can take them out of the freezer, eat a few, put them back in and out. It doesn't bother them.
But not all macaroons make it to customers.
James is a great boss, and he lets us eat as many as we want.
Just before the holidays, the workload to bake, pack, and ship cookies intensifies. The staff goes into overdrive. And just like a certain other workshop in the North Pole where last-minute preparations are feverish before Santa's sleigh is loaded, the staff at St. Julian's has visions of macaroons dancing in their heads.
Instead of counting sheep at night, you count macaroons.
Sometimes they work 24 hours straight to get the cookies baked for the holidays. St. Julian's Macaroons has been good to the Price family, but they never forget about others. More than once, James has jumped into the driver's seat of his souped-up sleigh and delivered cookies in time for wrapping. And I think I heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight, "Happy holidays to all, and to all a good night." "'Tis better to give" rings so true, especially this time of year. And what better gift than some of the great foods you've seen today? To learn how to contact these companies, log on to our website for phone numbers and web addresses at www.foodtv.com, or call them directly. To reach Alaska Wildberry Products for all those great jams and jellies, call 1-800-280-2927. For Euclid Beach Park popcorn balls, call the Humphrey Company at 1-800-486-3739. The number for Hammond's Candies and Santa's favorite candy canes is 1-888-226-3999. For toffee and other kosher candies, call Enstrom Candies at 1-800-ENSTROM. Don't forget those good old-fashioned pound cakes from Meridy's Country Kitchen Cakes at 1-800-798-7730. And for St. Julian Macaroons, call 1-800-473-8869. Happy holidays. Well, the chestnuts are roasted, the tree is decorated, and the turkey is ready. Doesn't it look great?
Terrific.
It really does. All these wonderful regional foods from all over the United States. What a treat. I'd like to thank Allison Engel and Margaret Engel and all of our guests for coming to our Food Finds holiday party. And a special thanks especially to you for joining us. And remember to check out our website so that you can taste some of the wonderful foods that you've seen here today. Till the next time, I'm Sandra Pinckney. Here's wishing you and yours a happy, healthy, and delicious holiday season. Let's eat. You want something? Okay. You want to start the turkey?
Coming sauces so delicious, peach, lemon, and lime. Oaks Farm presents for your pleasure St. Julian macaroons, an absolute treasure. Not a cookie, not a candy. St. Julian macaroons you should keep handy. Golden brown and crunchy on top, soft and chewy inside, they do hit the spot. Crushed almonds, egg white, sugar, and honey, worth every penny of your hard-earned money. Chocolate or honey almond, light as air. Finds like this are very rare. For every occasion, it's simply divine. And you can even order online. St. Julian Macaroons.
This holiday season, there's magic in the air at St. Julian Macaroons, where owner James Price has been stirring for hours, creating his world-famous macaroons that have become a family tradition for generations. Hi, how you doing?
Good, Marcy. How are you? Are you here to pick up your order?
I sure am.
Let me get that for you.
Hey, kid, do you mind if I try one of those cookies? I mean, my order's coming. I'll trade you. Mind if I take one? No. Oh, listen, I'll give you $1 for one cookie. One cookie, dollar.
No. You've got to earn your keep here. Marcy, come on back with me. We'll make some macaroons.
Oh, fun.
Here you go, Marcy. Here's your apron.
So, James, I'm dying to hear the story of St. Julian macaroons.
It all got started back in 1974. It was Dad's idea to bake and freeze these delicious macaroons, and we're still baking them today with the finest ingredients available, which are crushed almonds, sugar, apricot kernel, honey, natural flavorings, and egg white. There's no coconut or flour, as these are traditional macaroons.
All right, James, need some help?
I got it for now, but I'll have you do the sugar. Okay, Marcy, you got the sugar, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'll be back in 5 minutes. Everything okay in there?
Oh, yeah, James, everything's fine.
Okay, Marcy, I got this. Why don't you go get cleaned up? Not yet. You gotta pack some first. Now just do what I'm doing here. You put this tissue in and then pack them like a flower right on top of each other.
All right, James. I packed my tub. Do I finally get to eat a macaroon?
No, no macaroons yet. Not for you. We have to go get these done out to shipping. We gotta get these to the final customer.
All right, let's go.
Come on with me.
You know, James, this is hard work.
Yep.
So, James, people can order these right off of macaroons.com?
That's correct. You can order off the web, nice and safe and secure, or when you call our 800 number, you're talking to one of us, not some 1-800 ordering warehouse someplace.
I do see a little problem here, though. You just taped up the last box.
You go on ahead outside, and I'll have a special surprise for you.
Okay. What's a girl got to do to get macaroons around here?
Hey, Marcy, thank you so much for all your help today. I got you some macaroons to take home.
Finally, James. These are incredible.
We've got more coming up. Remember, you can check out any of our My Holiday Gift List segments again just by visiting our website at mytvstation.tv. Select the My Shows button. You're watching.
In the early morning hours, before most of the town is awake, James Price arrives to White Oaks Farm and begins the same routine he and his family have been following for more than 30 years. He begins his day by driving to his New Hampshire bakery to heat up the brick ovens, checks any new orders that came in overnight, and starts baking. But this isn't any ordinary bakery with cookies, cakes, or pies. James only sells macaroons in his store. 17th century recipe macaroons, to be exact, made the exact same way nuns did in the town of Nancy, France during the 1600s.
Well, it all got started in about 1974 when my brother and sister were coming up on their college years, so Mom was going to have to go back to work. We got the recipe from a retired caterer through a man that we'd met at church. And it was my father's idea to do the mail order business, because that was sort of the growing thing in the 70s, as the macaroons could be frozen and rethawed and refrozen again without any harm to them. In 1979, we incorporated under White Oaks Farm, which was the name of the house that we'd grown up in. And in 1993, I bought the company, moved out, and eventually we got our website at macaroons.com.
What began as a way to retain financial stability has turned into a worldwide sensation. St. Julian macaroons have been shipped to Thailand, China, and Australia. Even Ross Perot and a member of the British royal family have tasted these delectable treats. But despite its popularity, including being in several magazines, featured in a book, and a segment on the Food Network, St. Julian macaroons have never deviated from their original recipe. St. Julian produces only 2 types of macaroons, honey almond and cocoa almond.
These are traditional macaroons, which means they're not coconut. There's no coconut, there's no flour. The ingredients are crushed almonds, sugar, apricot kernel, kosher egg whites, a little honey, and some natural flavoring, and that's it. The egg whites are what make them rise, and if they're made in large batches, we'll get what you call flatteroons. So we have to do several small batches per day and bake them in the brick-lined ovens to get the crunchy on the outside and chewy on the inside texture that St. Julian macaroons are famous for. With the cocoa almond macaroons, we don't use any honey, but we add a cocoa to the batter, which gives it a nice chocolatey flavor. And being that there's no flour, our macaroons are appropriate for many people who adhere to a gluten-free diet, and we have quite a few of those customers.
Since there are no preservatives or fillers, the macaroons can be frozen for up to a year. When taken out of the freezer, they taste just as good as if they had come directly out of the oven. They can even be refrozen without ruining the taste or texture.
Good morning, White Oaks Farm, home St. Julian macaroons.
When someone calls the bakery, they talk directly to the people who bake, hand pack, and ship the orders. Each gift comes with a personalized gift message, or customers who wish to send these delicious macaroons as a gift can send them their own gift card, which will be enclosed with their order.
Our prices include the shipping and handling. There's one price for shipping in the Northeast, and there's one price for shipping outside the Northeast. For our longtime customers, we keep their orders on file, so when they call us on the phone, we can pull it up on the computer screen and edit it right there.
Delicious, as usual.
Another service that I like to mention is that when you call White Oaks Farm, you're talking to White Oaks Farm. You're not talking to some 1-800 ordering warehouse somewhere. You're talking to one of our employees. And I believe that our employees here at White Oaks Farm are part of our family, and we pride ourselves on our commitment to satisfaction of our customers.
In order to preserve the quality of taste, there are no big batches baking at one time. By baking in small batches, St. Julian macaroons achieves the signature crunchy outside and chewy inside texture of each one of their macaroons.
I've been a customer for the past 15 years. And the reason I like purchasing these cookies is because they are a very high quality gift, and it's very convenient on my part. All I have to do is pick up the phone, dial an 800 number. They take my message, put it on a personal note, and send it off. It's very convenient, and everyone loves them.
Whether it's for a holiday gift, birthday, a get well, we miss you for someone special. A sweet gesture when visiting friends, or even as a thank you gift for business associates. St. Julian macaroons are a great way to put a smile on someone's face. If you would like to experience the taste of these world-famous classic macaroons, call 1-800-473-8869 or log online to www.macaroons.com to order your very own batch of St. Julian macaroons by White Oaks Farm.
Super. Thank you. Thanks so much.
Texas. Home
Companies flooded with calls for gifts in time for Christmas. It is especially hectic for a Sandown gourmet cookie business. In fact, 80% of its total sales come in the next month. WMUR's Karen Anderson takes us there.
Mix the batter for 45 minutes. This is how James Price starts each morning at St. Julian Macaroons in Sandown.
There's the order line. More happy customers.
The holiday season is crunch time for Price. He's expected to make hundreds of thousands of macaroons in the next month to meet the holiday demand. Price and his mother started the business 26 years ago. He says nothing's changed except the way you form the cookies.
Would fill this up with batter, and you would squeeze out like this.
The macaroons are made of almonds, egg white, sugar, and honey following 7th century tradition. Baked in a small brick-lined oven, no fat, cholesterol, or preservatives.
We always say we're not Nabisco, they're handmade, and sometimes they're big, and sometimes they're small, and sometimes they're round, and sometimes they're not.
But Price says they're always crunchy on the outside and chewy on the inside. The cookies come in 15-ounce tubs, each gift with a personal note.
Good afternoon, St. Julian Macaroons.
It's a small company, but Price hopes his hard work to create this unique treat will bring St. Julian sweet rewards.
Oh, I just want to get the world's best macaroon to everybody in the United States or the world that'll want to buy it.
In Sandown, Karen Anderson, WMUR News 9.
Finest macaroon. It's a recipe going back to the 17th century.
No coconut, no flour. St. Julian macaroons are so authentic, they're devoured by royalty.
I know macaroons. I know that I have the world's finest.
First baby.
Tonight on Chronicle, no coconut, no flour.
It should have a brown crinkle top, a little crunchy on the outside, and then a soft, chewy, almondy texture inside.
What makes St. Julian macaroons so authentic? They've pleased the royal palate.
We have the world's finest macaroon, and until everybody knows about it, I don't want to dilute that with chocolate chip cookies or ginger snaps or something that I don't know. I know macaroons. I know that I have the world's finest. I want to get that to everybody.
He's built a world...
Portsmouth Farmers Market to this corporate headquarters and store in York, Maine. Nearly 500,000 visitors come here each and every... That's right. Free samples,
Wow.
Don't you know it, sister?
Every kind of jelly you can imagine.
Oh,
What's your favorite?
I'm not even sure what it's called,
He
but
doesn't read the label. He just takes it.
it's just delicious, whatever it is.
I like, you know what, there was a pond, they're blueberry anyway, but...
It's all good. It's all real good.
Well, sometimes the simplest things in life taste the best. St. Julian's Macaroons has been using a cookie recipe first baked in the 17th century.
Using only the finest ingredients, they ship their world-famous macaroons from their small shop in Sandown all over the globe. From politicians to the British Royals, St. Julian's macaroons have reached some very sophisticated taste buds.
They only make 2 flavors, and there is no coconut in these macaroons.
Because, as they say, you should never mess with a good thing.
I am the Macaroon Man, and we're here at 343 Main Street in Sandown, right downtown. And basically what we do and who I am is we make the world's finest macaroon. It's a recipe going back to the 17th century. Nuns to Nancy in France made a confection of crushed almonds and sugar and egg white, and we adhere to that with the finest ingredients available today. I've grown up doing this since I was 11 years old in 1974 when we started this company out of our house in Massachusetts, and have basically washed pots and pans and worked my way up to all aspects of the company. So come down first thing in the morning, turn the ovens on, and then start mixing. So we cut up the large macaroon paste, which is mostly crushed almonds, and weigh it on the scale that my dad sold apples on as a kid. Put that into the mixing bowl. Then the almond paste, which is exactly that. It's just crushed almonds made into a paste. We add a little honey, a little flavoring, and then the egg whites, which are hand mixed, hand whisked to get to the right consistency. Add those in. Mix it for about 35 to 45 minutes. You know, a real macaroon is a confection of crushed almonds and sugar, a little egg white, a little honey, a little natural flavoring, and it should have a brown crinkle top, a little crunchy on the outside, and then a soft, chewy, almondy texture inside. And that's what a real macaroon is. It has no flour, it has no preservatives in it. It's not a big, giant size Mongo cookie. It is an inch to inch and a half diameter. 3 with tea. That's a real macaroon. That's all we make, our St. Julian macaroons. We have the traditional honey almond macaroon, which is the Nuns to Nancy 17th century recipe. It's very simple. There's no preservatives. It's sort of the vanilla honey almond. And then we also make a cocoa almond, which has no honey added to it, but it has a rich Dutch cocoa mixed in with the batter. Then we add the sugar, which we sift. Both granulated and confectionery sugar go in. And then we add egg white again to get the right consistency. A coconut macaroon came along later in history. We don't know exactly where, but coconut is one of nature's best preservatives. And so somebody said, hey, why don't we add some shredded coconut to these almond macaroons so that they'll last longer? Because they didn't have refrigeration or preservatives or anything. So that's how the coconut macaroon was born. That's our claim to fame. The one thing that will never change. I mean, we'll get websites and tweets and Facebooks and all that, but the recipe is the finest ingredients available today, adhering to that same recipe from the Nuns to Nancy 17th century. The electroposit, which is a real hand saver, so no more pastry bag, and that'll squirt out a row of 7, every few seconds, and it'll do a whole tray in 28 seconds. And we knock down the tops of the cookies so they won't burn and break off. They go into the oven. One of the reasons you won't see macaroons, quality, original 17th century macaroons like what we make, mass-produced, is because they're very difficult. You cannot make a giant batch and put it through an automated tunnel oven machine. They have to be made in small batches because the egg white is the only thing that makes the macaroon rise. So I can't do one giant batch per day. I have to do 6 small batches so that the egg white will have a chance to make the macaroon rise. We freeze it. As soon as they come out of the oven and are cooled and packed, they go into the walk-in freezer, and we ship them out all over the country, and we do ship globally, and that locks in their delicate flavor. It's anywhere between 10 and 20,000 tubs a year is what we sort of estimate our bacon. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Ross Perot, I remember his sister sent him some right after the failed election. He says, I want to cheer him up. And she was pretty spunky on the phone. We've got some other Hollywood celebrities that we've sent to. And we even sent to the royal family, some cousin over in the UK. So we do. We laugh at that. I mean, they're just people that want a good macaroon, too. It gets wheeled into the other room where it gets packed by hand with care with a little flyer that tells how to take care of the cookies inside. They're gluten-free. They last in the freezer. Because I don't bake anything else in my bakery, we've been certified by the Celiac Brew Association as being a certified gluten-free facility.
I guess we're going to get some macaroons.
Okay.
We're here. You can buy right at our office here at the retail most inexpensive price, right here at our office.
Thank you so much for calling and letting us know. Okay, take care.
We pride ourselves on the customer service. It's something that I always want to have in-house, and so when you call, you're talking to us. I'm myopic in my, we have the world's finest macaroon, and until everybody knows about it, I don't want to dilute that with chocolate chip cookies or ginger snaps or something that I don't know. I know macaroons. I know that I have the world's finest. I want to get that to everybody.
Coming up, a race to have the first.
How you doing? Richard. because I wasn't invited to the driver's meeting doesn't mean anything. Have a good race.
Well, thank you very much.
Hey, welcome to Diggin' Durham. I'm Christian Pritchard. Today we're coming to you from Mosport International Raceway. I've been invited by my friends from Massachusetts, Calm Autosports Group, to get out here and learn to do some auto racing. You know what? I think I'll do all right, but maybe I can school them on a few things as well. You know what? It's a great day for a motor car race. Vroom. Sabotage. One of those. We'll be right back with more Diggin' Durham. Okay.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so Barry's. Hey man, how you doing? Christian. James Price. Hey man, beautiful Porsche.
Thank you.
Yeah, how much mileage you get on this with the fuel?
Well, about 10 on the track.
10 on the track?
Yeah. This is one of my favorite tracks. I would drive anywhere. I'd come anytime to come here.
Now you've come up from the States. What state?
I'm in Sandown, New Hampshire. Beautiful. Home of macaroons.com.
Macaroons.com.
Yep, we were on the Food Network.
So, you know, why do you come up to Mosport? What brings you here every year?
Oh, this is the best track ever. It's one of my favorite tracks. I hold the track record here.
You do?
Hey, that's a nice suit, Christian.
Thanks.
I don't know if those are the right footwear for heel-toe racing, though.
Talking about.
Well, you got a heel on there and a square toe.
Listen, man, I'm setting the trend. Italian footwear is the way to go in the car. Wait till you see me on the track, man.
Yeah, we'll see you on the track. Oh, see the taillights? That's your view. All you locals are welcome to come join us with CalmSCC.com, CalmSportsCarClub.com. You can come out. We give you an instructor. You drive your street car. You just need a helmet and your regular seatbelt. Come on out and drive your wonderful Mosport track. We'd love to have you come join us. We're here 1 week, 2-day session every year.
What about the history of the track? What brings you out here every year?
This is Mosport. There's the Formula One raced here. You've got your three big, the Can-Am Cup races here. This is a real road course. It's inexpensive. It's right in our backyard practically. It's a fantastic super turn 2. What an exciting turn. You haven't lived until you drive through there and see death in the eye.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. The back Mario Andretti straightaway, unbelievable. 160 mile an hour speeds. It's the bomb. This place is great. I look forward. My favorite track every year to come here.
I think it's really cool too because you come up from New Hampshire. It's great to have our American friends up too here in Durham region. So we love having you here too. Do you like coming out to the region as well?
We come to Canada 3 times a year and come to Mosport once a year, and this is my favorite place to come. It's a phenomenal track. Everybody locally is so friendly over in Bowmanville, and we just love it. Driving on the 401, leaving, everybody looks at the car.
And you've got the track record here. Tell us about that.
Well, the track record in my class, and looking to up it again today as long as this rain holds off. We're looking to get a 134.
I'm going to get a 132.
Yeah, good luck. Especially in that Grand Am.
Hey.
Hey. Oh, that's right. That's Canadian, right?
Hey. Not hey. It's all right, though.
Right.
We like it.
Roche. My favorite band.
Okay, cool. We'll see you on the track.
All right. Hey, American, Canadian.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm doing a lot of business with these.
Yeah. Great Christmas present.
Thanks a lot. Love them. I'm fueled up now. I'm ready to go. These guys still don't know. You got the Mini, you got the Porsche, you got the Mustang, and my car.
awesome. Being the most awesome driver, how's your nerves?
My nerves, Barry, are fine. Everyone out here is having a good time, but the competition's going to get pretty fierce when Mr. BRIDCHARD gets on the course. Most Sport, Diggin' Durham, where it's at. Christian Pritchard!
Digging in Durham.
Digging Durham.
Digging Durham.
Right? Here we go.
Digging Durham, eh?
Hey, Digging Durham.
Digging Durham.
We'll be right back with more Digging Durham from Most Sport. Let me get out of here. Damn. Woo!